And it's actually a book that just was published called The Hank Show. And The Hank Show is a very special book to Lacey because it's about Hank Asher, who was Lacey's close friend and adopted daughter, who started as his employee and ended up as his caregiver. Now, this is a very good and comprehensive and accurate book about Hank Asher, but we're here today to discuss some things that are not published on the book, some things more about Hank personally. We're approaching the 10th anniversary of Hank's death, I understand?
Yes, we are.
And another reason why Lacey asked me to host this podcast and do this interview is because the world being small and round, about 15 years ago, I met Hank Asher. I got a phone call from him. I owned a business in Boca Raton, so did he. He got a hold of my name, and he called me up, and he asked me to come and meet with him, and I did. And that's when I first met Lacey, who was his executive assistant at the time. And I never saw her again for the next 20 years or so until we ran into each other right here in the Podcast Junkie studio.
Yep, it's definitely a small world.
It's small, and that was kind of strange in a way, but in a good way. So I'm happy to be here, and because I have very vivid memories of Hank Asher. And for those of you who may not have heard of Hank Asher, all you got to do is Google him, because what you're going to find out is he's actually a very important figure in American history, especially in the technology age, because Hank is still known as the father of data fusion.